got so much drive, never think about a break. Still sleeping on me, add that to your list of mistakes. It's all love over here, always got my brother's back.
Yo, what's up? It's Dizzle Knews, and this is Chi Town Curators, man. We about to step inside the Hair Washington Library, and I'm holler at one of my mentors out here in the streets.
Yo, what's up? This is Dizzle News, and this is Chi Town Curators. We are at the Hair Washington Library, and I'm kicking it with someone that I wouldn't say I grew up with, but I'm younger than him, not a lot younger, but you know, he was around, one of the OGs that I know, and it's Mr. Eric Mobley. And say what's up. Good, bro. So first and foremost, man, I'm gonna just let people know the reason for this interview, and it's always been about. I see you on Facebook. You feel me? You keep it like super honest. You feel me? A lot of my older peers don't. You feel me? In the sense of how you do, and I enjoy that. I look for it. You feel me? I started a new Facebook page, and I made sure I went to go. You know what I'm saying? Click that button to make sure I got your insight. So what I want you to do is introduce, you know what I'm saying? Just you and, you know what I'm saying, what it is.
Well, you know, like the brother said, I'm Eric Mobley. Man, there's nothing extra special about me, bro. I'm just somebody who give a damn, you know what I'm saying? I love my people, I love my community. I'm frustrated with what I see going on, and I'm not the type to be just complaining about it. I got to do something about it.
You're doing something about it. And I think that's a key thing, action. Feel me? A lot of people, we throw shots at people who kind of, you know what I'm saying, they just talk the game, but it's really people that's active. And when I talk to people who don't really know about Black organizations in the community or even out of state, I mention New Era. You feel me? And I first heard about New Era through Detroit, because you know I used to live in Michigan, and that's how I saw it. Yeah, New Era Detroit. Yeah, and I'm like, man, I'm following. I'm like, yo, this serious right here. And then I knew what your mission was about. And then when New Era Chicago popped off, it just made sense to, you know what I'm saying. Then when I saw you as a part of that, it was like, so like, how did you what got you involved in that?
Well, like you said, I first came across New Era, Detroit. Saw a video. There was an issue with some store owners, some foreigners in the community.
At Greenfield Plaza in Detroit,
they had
Southfield.
They had jumped on an elder, you know, whooped him up bad, something about, you know, I forget the particulars, but anyway, you know, they disrespected him. And I saw a video of these brothers going straight to the source of the problem in there, handling business, talking, and whatever else happened.
Right.
And I saw that, and I was like, man, this is up. This is what's up. This is it. This is what Black people need to be doing.
Right.
And so I was communicating on Facebook with somebody. I don't even know who it is now, but this was even before the New Era Chicago had popped up. I think I was still living in Atlanta. And I was communicating with them, and they were telling me that they were setting up a New Era Chicago.
Yeah. And
the first time they came down, I wasn't able to
connect.
Right. But months later, they set up a chapter, and I had come back from Atlanta, and I linked up with some of the brothers that was in Chicago, and that's the rest is history.
That's dope.
That's the rest is history.
Do you think for it to start in Detroit, do you think it made sense? Like in the sense of like, when I think of Detroit, I do think of Black unity and pride, or at least the strongest part of it.
Okay.
You feel me? Like unifying. I just think of Detroit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I saw that, I was like, that's where, if something was started, I think that's where it should start at. Being in Motown music, just with Black, like that whole thing, like they may have the ingredients to just get it started. You feel me? And then boom. But what's can you explain the mission in New Era Chicago, and just what's people that don't know?
New Era Chicago's basic mission, bro, is to transform black communities into something beneficial for black people. By transforming people's mindset, being examples of what we believe black people should be doing as far as taking responsibility for their communities. That's it in a nutshell. You know, we're trying to transform, repair, restore, you know, the mindsets of our people, our communities, anything in that lane, in that, you know what I'm saying?
What do you say to like people that get scared when they hear like militant black organization structure, like those type of black people? What do you think? Like, are they the problem? Pretty much, timidness is the problem.
You know what? It's not so much the ones that are timid or fearful. The problem is the people who are unconcerned, who
don't care, who don't
those
even.
are the
I
ones.
feel it.
It's not so much people that are fearful or scared. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the fearful can become bold or brave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's the ones who, in my opinion, just would rather be doing something else.
Not even just. I feel it.
Those are the ones who I fear. That mindset it bothers me more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. So like I said, I follow you on Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. You mentioned about being self-sufficient and self-sustaining. Absolutely. How vital are those two elements to blacks in general? Like
that is the basis and the foundation of our liberation. Period.
Fact.
You ain't talking about being self-sufficient, self-sustaining, self-reliant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I look at a lot of different movements that come in, and you know, I'm not here to poo-poo anybody else's, but you know, I see a lot of different movements that we latch hold to, and they all lack those principles, those ideas. It's all based, in my opinion, it's all based on how well we can beg, how well we can plead. You know what I'm saying? Just how much we can try to guilt trip our enemies into treating them, and I'm not doing none of that. None of that whatsoever. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? I believe we absolutely have to take our situation into our own hands. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody gonna do nothing for us.
No plan.
Nobody.
It's gonna be us that's gonna have to do it.
It got to be us.
It's like, do you follow David Banner?
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of, you hear, you know his message at least. So he was on an interview with Angie Martinez last week. And it was kind of like, I felt she was playing. She had to play the other side to get the questions out.
Okay.
I was cool with that. Mm-hmm. Some people don't understand David Banner and what his message is, and they may take it as like just go over your head. And those are the same people who say don't care about doing nothing. You know, and he is one of those artists or just people that I really like. I kind of get some inspiration from because I know what he stands for. You feel me? I know he's not sending us off with a song, with a dance, and then going to trick off his money to outside. You know what I mean? What are some issues as a black man, like health issues? What are some issues that you think the community need to, other than the you know, us organizing from your organization, like what are some other issues that we should pay attention to
within our community?
Within our community,
particular issues.
Just something that's like, if you talking to somebody like, yo, what do people need to pay attention to?
Honestly, bro, I can't say just one particular issue.
Or just many. Like, you know, we know it's education. But like, what else is there for people like, all right, you don't care about this? This is something you should concern yourself with. Just a few elements.
To be honest, I can't really just say anything specific. There's so many different things. You know, my thing is if you give a damn at all about black people,
you're gonna find something.
Pick something. You know what I'm saying? Pick whatever you know. Pick a lane, man or post. That's it. It's all hands on deck. If you're an educator, you have a knack for that. Do it for your people. I heard Dr. John Henry Clark said, "Do whatever you do best. Take whatever you do best and do it for your people." So if you're good at economics, man, come up with some plans to bring us up out of this
STEM program,
you know
something
like
anything,
science, whatever you have a love or passion for, take it and do it for your people. You know what I'm saying? You have an ability to connect with the youth and mentor the youth. Come
Do
on,
it.
okay,
Do
do it.
Right.
You a soldier? We
Get
need
to
you
it.
too.
Get to
do
it.
it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do it for your people.
How, like, what kind of type of people do you find coming to the organization the most? Like, are they not from the streets, but like, is it organized old gangsters, more college educated, blue workers? Like, what are the majority of y'all infrastructure?
You know, we've had some of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor, we've had street dudes, we've had teachers, we've had, and the thing about it, you know, I found in this work, it's almost like a high turnover rate. People come in and they on fire and they, you know, we have a few brothers and sisters that are solid that have been there from the get-go, but you know, you get every type of personality that comes through. Street cats.
What stops them, you think? Not seeing the progress that they want, or the excitement, the thrill is gone? Like, what?
I don't know, bro. You know what?
What kept you in it? Other than like you about it, but
my love for the people. And I'm not saying these people
that they don't
do not love
yeah.
But I understand, like, somebody got to hold the line. Like, you got to be consistent. You have to remain consistent. You know what I'm saying? I think, and it is not to, and I'm not trying to throw a shot at anybody that has gone or left for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some reasons people have left for internal issues that we have.
They got real issues.
Some people didn't like certain structure. Some people can't deal with structure, order, discipline, having to follow rules. Some people, we ain't militant enough. We ain't talking about bang bang shit. You know what I'm saying? There are different reasons that people leave. But the reason that I stay, man, I got a genuine love for my people. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm doing, I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I believe in it, and I try my best to walk what I talk.
Dig that.
Period.
Dig that. So what book, message, quote, or just moment got you like started in believing in just what you do, or just passion for this? Like, what was it? A movie or anything?
I had a friend. I still have a friend. I would say was very instrumental in kind of like, you know, turning my mind toward this. I was always like a political person. I always followed politics and social issues, but my mind wasn't organized and dedicated toward my people specifically. And I had a homegirl who was just going hard about, you know, what's affecting us. And then I started looking, you know what I'm saying? I started looking, and I mean, it didn't take long. It was a short amount of time. It was like about 4 or 5 months, and I was on fire. Like, okay, this is what it is. Let's go. And ever since then, that's what it's been. And that's been about, 4 or 5 years ago. Cool. 2014.
And like I asked before, you said you are 100% a part of the revolution. You don't do music. You're not into the music right now. It's just like your focus is literally this.
Yeah, I used to do music. Man, still love music. I've said plenty of times, you know, music is my talent. It's what comes natural to me. But my people is my passion, bro. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I left Chicago, moved to Atlanta to do music. I mean, in the studio every day, 10 hours and then I came home. What happened is, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what happened. I came home to visit. I came home to visit to Chicago, and I got in a little situation. I got into some trouble, some legal trouble. And my little brush with the legal system.
Got you.
And going and seeing how this work and how this moves and how, I'm like, okay, that right there just did it. Like, it just pushed me over the edge. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in a situation where I couldn't go back to Atlanta. I had to stay here.
You had to stay.
You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, it was just like, okay, this is what it is. This is what it is. Been going 100 as much as I can anyway.
And what What now? I know, of course, your friends have changed, your circle
Oh,
changed.
man.
Like people think you crazy sometimes, radical. Not crazy to the point of that you would do something crazy, but like you know what I'm saying, just those type. And what?
Well, I don't get called crazy.
Right, not you.
Nobody tells me. I may get called crazy, but nobody
They
tells
don't
me
tell
I'm
you
wrong.
that. They don't tell you you're wrong, right?
They don't tell me I'm wrong. They can't dispute what I'm saying. And you know, the individuals who kind of what's the name is, or the individuals who may attack what I'm doing, I always tell people this. You know, there's no flaw in what I'm doing. I know that.
Dude.
I'm not talking about myself being flawless. I'm saying the message that I'm preaching is there's no error in that. Being self-sufficient, self-sustaining, black power, black love, black unity. I don't see any. You know, I as a messenger may be flawed, but ain't no flaw in that. But when people attack that, it's because you putting pressure on them.
Right.
You're showing them
to
up.
do something.
Like, come on, how can you fault me for going out and feeding my people and trying to reach my people? The reason you're trying to discourage me from doing that is because you understand it's something that you should be doing. And so you want me to let up because I'm shining the light on you.
You make it easier for them to just accept the rules, accept the Constitution.
You want to accept. You want to turn the blind eye to it. And I'm not allowing you to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not out, you know, beating people over the head. I don't be messing with nobody. I just do what I do.
Do what you do.
I just do what I do. But you know, when you see it, you know there's an issue. You know there are issues and things that need to be addressed. But you would rather turn a blind eye to it. And so I've had a couple of my friends and homies say certain things that, you know, that were in line with what you were saying as far as just basically kind of this. What's that gonna do? You know,
right.
I always say this. You know, the person who says, "What do you expect me to do?" I don't like. I can't rock with them. But the one that's saying, "Well,
what should we do? What can I do? How can I help?"
You know what I'm saying? Those are two totally different mindsets, and I can deal with that. You know,
that at least lets you know somebody that's want to get their hands dirty in some form or way. You feel me? And those are the type of people that I rock with. You know what I mean? And so what are y'all like in the schools, the youth, like is that a agenda?
An agenda? Well, yeah, I guess you could say. You know, we connected with certain individuals that are in some schools and whatnot, and we try to go out and reach you know, high school, grade school, college students. You know what I'm saying? Just try to spread our message.
Right.
You know.
And what about the okay, no, well, not in the schools, but outside of like in the community when y'all doing those walks, yo, how is hood to hood? How trill is that, yo? Like that.
Bro, I love it. I call it like a Black Power parade. You know what I'm saying? Going through these neighborhoods with that red, black, and green flag. Yeah. UNIA, Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? And showing people, and people have never seen it. They don't see it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You coming through that neighborhood, you talking about black love, black unity, black power. Man, I love being black. And reaching out to man, we've had people that come outside, some of the elders, they are crying. They are like, man, bro, it is the most amazing feeling to me. I absolutely love and enjoy it. Absolutely love and enjoy it.
I think the people are waiting for that. You feel me? All the elders that like took blood for this, piped up, like everything that happened to them, that's just chilling at their crib, just on the porch, like they were waiting for us to just like, yo, what y'all like? Come on, because they can't fight. They can't do the things that they wanted to back then because of time. It's like, yo, y'all got time for this.
Yeah. It's time for somebody to pick up the mantle.
You know, and I think it's important just for the young people to get hip to like real shit. Yeah, you feel me? Because it's like it's just
to concern themselves with things that matter
before it blow up. Like, don't have a school shooting be the reason why you want to get equipped.
Shooting, don't have an incident of police brutality. Don't wait till this stuff come and affect you and knock on your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? But yours individually.
Right.
But it's already surrounded us.
You hear the
We're already
noise.
in it. I mean, I'm like, what more motivation do I need? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I tell people I've had a relatively good life. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up with both my parents, and I never sold dope, never been in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got homies, though.
Right.
Got family members, you know what I'm saying, that I
But
see.
there's you.
That I see that have fallen victim to that. And you know, as you get older and you start to recognize and you see how this shit is set up exactly for that. You know, I didn't fall into the traps, but I see where they did, and I know that they set the trap for me too.
For you too.
And
do that
like,
frustrate you? That
yeah,
like
that
to see
me, bro.
to see like you have the answer. You have the answer. I have the answer for our people who got caught up in that shit, right? So that I'm sure it frustrates you just to see it because they might not be able to see how the game is because we you know what I mean. We may have just got a different taste of just.
I get you.
That.
Yeah. You know what it is frustrating trying to get your people to understand and to come around and to move in a manner that means something, that affects, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, you know, we are, well, as we talk about people who have fallen victim to, you know, the streets and certain lifestyles and whatnot, I think a lot of times, a lot of them, they get it, they see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get it.
Right.
I got a homie in jail right now. You know, we grew up. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna mention his name.
Yeah, I already know. I drove past.
Man,
I drove past that the other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
And man, when I go see him, when I go talk to him, he get it. He get it. You can't get it. You got 40 years to sit and think about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, whenever I talk to him, you know the thing that hurts the most is he been in there 20 years, and he be telling me about, man, you know, such and such in here now. And it's some of the shorties. He be trying to make me remember. He be like, you know, such and such that lived over there. And I'm like, I don't remember. But the thing about it is like, it's the cycle that's repeating itself. People that are younger, people that were in grade school, we were in high school. Yep. Be like, yeah, he in here now. He came through here now. You know what I'm saying? You just see that this shit is, it's just a trap. It's a cycle. It's set up for this.
How do we mend the community? How do we fix that?
By being, first of all, like, this is the thing. I think the two most important things that need to happen in the Black community, we have absolutely got to start educating our own children. I mean, educating our children in a meaningful manner. We have to take the creativity, the ingenious, the potential of our children and organize it into something that benefits us. Because see, right now, education is go get a good education, go get a job, go get that paper, and run off from your people. You know what I'm saying? Go get as far away from your people as possible and assimilate into a society that puts you last, that actually targets you. We need you to turn a blind eye. All you need to do is worry about this bottom line, that dollar. Don't worry about what's happening with your community, with your people specifically. Go get an education so you can remove yourself from the situation. And I think we need to get a hold of our education, and the basic premise of our education needs to be, man, what can we build? What do we repair? What do we restore? Second thing, man, Black people, Black men specifically, need to establish themselves as the authority in the community. The authority.
Who has authority right now?
Well, I mean, it's just like, how do you allow, and trust me, I am not racist. I don't hate. But as a Black man in Black communities, how do you allow white men to exist as the authority in your community? How is it that you allow people who don't live with you, don't look like you, don't know you, don't give a fuck about you, to exist and be the final say-so in your community? You know, I see people on Facebook, they're always putting up these memes and instances and comparisons about the difference in the way Black people are treated by the justice system and the way white people are treated in the justice system, but you don't do anything to challenge, to confront. You know what I'm saying? You won't even, you won't take the situation into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, and I don't mean like, you know, getting
physical
out there trying to bang
or like,
and go gun for gun with the police, but you know, I just believe that my presence as a black man in my community is much more legitimate than Officer O'Malley or, you know, Kowalski or whoever. You know what I'm saying? I live in this community. I know these people. You know what I'm saying? I care for these people as opposed to you just doing it for a job or a check. And they're never, you know what I'm saying? You're never going to be able to deal with the issues, the deep-seated issues that we have. I say, man, you can't deal with self-hatred from behind a badge. You can't deal with white supremacy from behind a badge. So black people who care about the condition of their community is going to have to step up and, you know, take responsibility for it.
No, I agree. It's like when you said that, I thought about how they doing it for a check. You feel me?
Just a job.
And then you got coaches, teachers, people who get paid because they have to be paid pretty much. They don't get paid from performance. You feel me? Coaches, it's older coaches and people in high school that's collecting checks seasonally. You feel me? And not making a way for Mox who done went to college, blood, sweat, and tears in this game who want to give to the shorties. You feel me? So you got older people just collecting checks in a lot of different entities. And it's like we just out here like waiting to get in the game. You feel me? And it frustrates me because what I see in Maywood is a bunch of shorties who don't know their history. Because it's blocked. It's the messenger ain't who it should be.
Gatekeepers.
Yes, the gatekeepers is like not the people, not that they like, but just who they not hearing it. They not hearing the right stuff, man. All through the schools, all through it's everything. And it's frustrating.
You know, it's frustrating, bro. We got a lot of complicated issues. Got a lot of complicated problems. I think the only way it's gonna be solved, though, we have a saying, a chant, something that we live by, our creed: black love, black unity, black power, race first. Whatever you do, take it and do it for the race. Does this benefit my people? You know what I'm saying? Does it benefit my people? Am I working to benefit my people, my children, whatever I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? And I think with that mindset, it eliminates a lot of selfishness, because it has to be. It's a selfless thing to love. Right. You know what I'm saying? To love, like, bro, man, I'm so tired. I am tired. You know what I'm saying? And that's disrespectful for me to say, because I've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 years.
Right. But it's people that you've been doing.
You know what I'm saying? There are people who've been doing it 40, 50, 60. There are people who've given their lives.
They like to it, yeah.
But the reason I keep going, the reason certain things in my own life ain't in order, you know what I'm saying, is because I dedicate so much time to my people. You know what I'm saying? As much I dedicate the time and I put it to what I believe will work. You know what I'm saying? What I believe will work for my people. So, man, there got to be some love for the people, man. You got to have some love for your people.
That's it. And I think that's the number one thing in the community, black community, is just love. And people not being afraid to be like, what up, cuz? Or just say what's up. What up, bro? You know what I'm saying? How many times are you seen, like, all I knew down the street, everybody used to do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody used to say what's up. And then it just got people start rocking with each other over time. Stop shaking hands. Stop saying hello, sir, to people. Like, every grown black man that I see, I try to look him in the eye. We could be walking down the street just so that he know I'm one of them youngins that I got like, how you doing, sir? Yep. I don't call police officer, sir. I just don't. If I see an older black man, I want him to know I respect him. Period. Like, how you doing, sir?
How you doing?
You know?
Yep. We got to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of some rules that we had kind of laid down. When we see black people, we speak. We make it a point to speak. How you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? How you doing, king? How you doing, queen, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? We absolutely need to get back to that, because this walking around disconnected, disjointed, where we can't even, You know what I'm saying? It's like
speak.
That is what allows and what makes the room for our enemies to come in and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because of how we relate to each other or don't relate to each other. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, man. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, dog. This is we're gonna do this again because I got I have a round table of people that I want to just ask questions to. You are a part of that. You feel me? And it's gonna be just some different minds, ages, but they all about what we talking about. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. Been trying to find my lane from music, entertainment, sports, and it's really my people. And you get my mama knows.
I got so much drive, never think about a break. Still sleeping on me, add that to your list of mistakes. It's all love over here, always got my brothers back.
Mobley. I want to salute, give a shout out to Chi Town Curators, Danny D, Dizzle Knews. I want to thank y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, I'm glad to come back. Peace and black power.
Yo, check it. Never once did I believe there was equality. I can't breathe, my hands up, so why you follow me? Yo, part of my activist draw. Being a pacifist doesn't help when they blasting us all. Our blocks are permanently hot. What if I told you I'll rock a hoodie cause I won't change, but scared of getting killed by the cops? What if I shot one in the air for every time they murder one of us? It'd be raining cats, dogs, and hollow tips. They're killing our sons and our president won't acknowledge it. It's open season on all of us, poor, middle class, and college kids.